Hey everyone, how's it going? So yesterday I made that video talking about how I can make dog shit look like ice cream, but I can't make it taste good. And I said there was a car at the shop I was going to show you. I got it right here behind me. So the car gets towed into me, and guy, he comes in looking for me. I don't know who he is, no idea. And he comes and he's towing this thing in on a trailer. And he said, I was told to bring this to you. I know nothing about it. So he gives me the girl's name. Don't know who it is. Gives me her phone number and that. I haven't even spoken to her yet. But he tells me that the car was overheating and it needs a water pump. Okay. I said, does it run? He says, no. Okay. Why doesn't it run? So he says, well, it was at another shop. He goes, and then somebody else had it. He goes, and then he goes, I started to work on it, and he goes, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. I said, well, I'll be honest with you. I don't really have time to work on that thing. He says, well, she told me to drop it off. All right, you want to drop it off? Drop it off. So it's a Volkswagen. And it's a 2-liter turbo. I guess it's a 2-liter, I'm not even sure. And let me just show you this real quick. Now, some of you may wonder, why would I turn down a job? Well, I don't have to fix everybody's car. It's just, you don't either. If you fix people's cars like in your driveway, or if you do this as for a living like I do, you don't have to fix everybody's car. Obviously if you're working for somebody and they want you to fix it, that's a different story. But it's something I don't want to get involved in. Let me show you why. So here we are under the hood. That's a high pressure pump if I'm not mistaken. Somebody rammed a stick in the high pressure pump feed hose. I mean, yeah, sure. I think that's great. I would probably do that. I would probably jam a stick in there. Okay, number one. Number two, that hose is disconnected. If you look close, see the plastic here? See how it's not smooth or even? This plastic's deteriorating. It's breaking down. Yeah, it's actually flaking. So there's going to be other stuff wrong with this thing, I can guarantee it. The intake bolts are backed out. What else was done? What else is broken? What goes there? I have no idea. What goes there? I have no idea. There's a bunch of wiring disconnected down here. There's wiring disconnected over here. The coolant reservoir is obviously empty because the lines are off. So did this thing overheat? I have no idea. There's oil everywhere over here. I'll try to block some of this light so we can actually see. But there's oil absolutely everywhere over on this side. See it? I mean, it's just a mess. So, what's going on with this thing? Honestly, I don't know. And I don't care to find out. It's not that I can't fix it. But how much time am I going to spend on this thing to fix it? I have no idea how many miles are on this thing. I know nothing about the history of the vehicle. Like I said, did they overheat it? What if I get this thing up and running and it's got a blown head gasket? And then I tell the customer, well, you still owe me $1,500 for everything I did to get this thing up and running. I'm not going to be happy. And the possibility of getting stuck with this car, that's always there. It does happen. I don't want anything to do with this car. So basically, I got to call her up and say, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I could do with this car. I can't help you. The other thing, too, is I don't have the time to sit there and mess with something like this. It's not productive. It's not worthwhile. I reached out to a few people that I know and asked them if there's something that they wanted to get involved with, and everybody's like, no, absolutely not. If somebody's been messing with it like that, don't want to touch it. So, like I said, you don't have to fix everybody's car. It's not necessary, and I learned that from mistakes of years past, where I used to feel like I had to fix everybody's car. And I did. And you know what? Sometimes you get burned doing it that way too. There's a big lizard over there looking at me. Or gecko, whatever you want to call it. Not that big, but not a baby either. Oh, hello there. I mean, he's going to come over and say hi. I don't know. Every once in a while I'll get them where they'll actually jump up and jump on my arm just to like say hello. But anyway, so yeah, in all seriousness, it's not something I'm going to get involved in. It's not worth it. It just isn't worth it. And there again, for the customer too, for the customer's sake, honestly, what's this car worth? It's not worth an incredible amount of money. I know that for a fact. And I don't know how many miles are on it. It looks like it was probably wrecked a few times. It's not in great shape. It's not in bad shape, but it's not in great shape. So, as a service to the customer, no, I'm going to tell them right off the bat, no, don't sink any more money into this car. Just, you need to be done. It's time to put it to sleep. And that's kind of where it goes. So, yeah, it's, to what end do you fix a car? Seriously, to what end? So, anyway, that's it. Thought I'd show you that. I'm not gonna do it. All right, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.